From the sky runs to the beaches of the Adriatic Sea. The province of Pescara guards a cultural heritage made up of ancient villages, parks, traditions and innovation. Pescara is the doorway to the whole territory. In addition to the Maiella and Gran Sasso national parks, the province of Pescara numbers 10 regional and state nature reserves and 5 naturalistic oases and territorial parks. The mountain, mother of all citizens of Abruzzo, is the ideal destination when going on an excursion along paths that touch ancient mountain huts and will let you meet protected species. Deers and eagles dominate the Lama Bianca Nature Reserve, a 1,400 hectares area in the village of Sant'Eufemia Maiella. In the Orfento Valley in Caramanico Terme, water has molded a north canyon, and the same has happened to the territories of Bolognano and San Valentino, dug by the Orta River. The homonymous nature reserve is enriched by caves known to archaeologists for ancient signs of human settlements. The Dark Cave and the Pigeons One. Also, the Gran Sasso Massif is extremely rich in water. Underground streams resurface in the vicinity of Farindola, creating the enchanting Vitello d'Oro Falls, reachable from the Camoscio Fono area. The Sorgenti del Pescara Nature Reserve, that owes its name to the homonymous river, has been preserving since 1986 a 39 hectares surface in the territory of Popoli and hosts the most important European low-altitude springs. The villages of Brittoli, Civitella, Montebello di Bertona, Farindola, Carpineto della Nora and Villa Celiera share the Voltigno Valle d'Angri Nature Reserve, rich in vivid maple woods. Orchids, white and spruce firs, downy oaks, holm oaks figure among the vegetal species hosted by the Monte Rotondo Nature Reserve, which spans the provinces of Pescara and L'Aquila. Moreover, the Maiella Botanic Garden will let you discover more than 200 different plants belonging to the local flora. Its conformation makes the province of Pescara the ideal place for outdoor sports. The slopes and hills of the Maiella National Park offer unique landscapes for bicycle excursions and mountain bike trips, and to go trekking, riding or rock climbing. The windy coasts of Tocco da Casauria, in between Mount Morrone and Mount Osa, enhance the emotions of paragliding. The whole territory is rich in water streams to go canoeing, such as the Terino River, which flows clear along the Val Pescara. green light to water sports on the beach. You'll be given the chance of learning how to go sailing, to windsurf and kitesurf, and to go diving along the coast. Protected natural paths will let you enjoy pleasant horseback excursions, enriched by the enchanting landscapes offered by the whole territory. The province of Pescara also organizes the Ironman 70.3, the only Italian triathlon.
Del primo Ironman 70.3 in Italia, Daniel Fontana! Alle mani! Daniel Fontana!
In addition to canyoning and even underwater speleology events. All engine lovers can miss the path for mototourism and enduro. Together with quad excursions. While a microlight tour is worth experiencing for those who love flying. Green areas, care and rest have made Caramanico Terme an exclusive destination in the field of health and well-being since 1576. In addition, several well-being centers with its path for health and beauty completely surrounded by nature, the ideal atmosphere for therapy and rest. Popular traditions, archaeology and contemporary art. When you visit Pescara, you can't proceed from a dive into the lanes of the old city, heart of the nightlife that moreover gets some important museums such as Gabriele D'Annunzio's native house. Its unchanged 19th century atmosphere, together with the heirlooms, the clothes and the books that belong to the poet, better known as the Vate, make it a unique place. In the vicinity, an ancient Bourbon prison, the only ruins of a majestic 16th century fortress, guests the Genti d'Abruzzo Museum, anthropological almanac of the 1,000-year-old local history. The prehistoric settlement site in Montebello di Bertona led archaeologists to label as Bertonian a period of the Upper Paleolithic. Some of its ruins are being guarded in the Camoscio Museum in Farindola. The animal to which the museum owes its name, the chamois, will become a little less mysterious after the interactive path and the walk in the faunal area near the Vitello d'Oro Falls. In Popoli, instead, the role of the guest of honor goes to the wolf, which dominates the Forest Ranger Visitor Center, This area, born as a genetic monk, nowadays gets wolves that have been injured or affected by poaching and that now partially live in the wild. An ideal tool for families. The Maiella, worshipped as Mother Mountain in the past, guards most of the artistic and historic treasures of the province of Pescara, such as Rocca Caramanico, at 1,080 meters in the territory of Santa Eufemia Maiella, a tiny hamlet once completely deserted, but recently rediscovered owing to its authentic and marked medieval characteristics. Also Salle Vecchia was abandoned in the early 20th century due to an earthquake, but today the ancient Genova castle, which now you can visit like the other historic buildings after its complete redecoration, has gone back to proudly tower above the contemporary built-up area. Also Brittoli, with 400 inhabitants located in the Voltigno Nature Reserve, has medieval origins, probably Frankish ones. The building of new hotels is the key concept to revitalize the ancient Corvara village, a deserted area that in summer goes back to liven up on its crag, where in the past a fortified fortress rose. The smallest town in the province, reachable by walking along a narrow stone-paved street, guards Romanesque ruins typical of the Casabriense area on top of an enchanting landscape rich in woods and chalky rocks. Ancient spirituality jewels, abbeys and hermitages start the province of Pescara with their unchanged fascination. A magic place, reopened to the public after the damages caused by the earthquake, is represented by San Clemente in the village of Castiglione a Casauria, thus the highest peak of Roman Gothic architecture in Abruzzo. Founded in 871 by Ludovico II, it became as important as Monte Cassino's Abbey during the 12th century. One of travelers' favorite destinations in the field of religious tourism is represented by the Volto Santo Sanctuary in Manopello. The famous Veronica's veil, on which Jesus Christ's image remained imprinted, is one of the most investigated mysteries of the world, also authenticated by Pope Benedict XVI in 2006. Not far, on top of a hill that towers above the Pescara River Valley, what stands out is Santa Maria Rabona. This abbey, that is the only example of French Gothic architecture in the territory, rises on an area dedicated to Bonadea's cult in pre-Christian times. From Manopello, it's easy to reach Serra Monacesca, that guests the enchanting San Liberatorio Maiella church. It's one of the oldest medieval buildings of the Benedictine order. According to legend, was founded by Charlemagne in 781. Continuing your tour along the Orta River Valley in the territory of Caramanico Terme, you can visit San Tommaso Church, that guards one of the most beautiful Byzantine sculptural testimonies in Abruzzo, Jesus Christ and the 12 Apostles. All those mountain lovers who are looking for spirituality will find more than 30 amazing hermitages lying around the Maiella, and mostly reachable only by foot, such as San Bartolomeo in Leggio I in Roccamorice, a place of worship completely dug in the rock, where Pietro da Morrone, who would become Pope Celestine V, found refuge, and thus still nowadays an important pilgrimage destination. The Santo Spirito Hermitage, the biggest in the Maiella territory, founded before year 1000, is also reachable by car. While the Grand Italian Trail, within less than 30-minute time, will lead you from Serra Monacesca to the Sant'Onofrio Hermitage, that's been a monastery since the 13th century. On the contrary, the Beato Nunzio Sulprizio Sanctuary in Pesco Sansonesco is a modern building. From the coast to the mountains, the province of Pescara offers entertainment and fun by organizing festivals, town festivals, public events, and historic commemorations, and promoting the ancient and genuine flavors typical of its local wine and food. The landscape in the Vestina area is modeled by olive trees. Its local extra virgin olive oil variety was one of the first in Italy to receive the PVO status by the European Union. The oil museum is certainly worth a visit. The olive oil tour meets the wine one. Montepulciano and Trebbiano d'Abruzzo wines accompany traditional or innovative dishes cooked by the best chefs of our province. Excellent and always fresh is the Adriatic sea fish, a key ingredient of the gastronomy of our coast, rich in restaurants where you can taste any variety of grilled or roast fish. The rediscovery of ancient flavors and crafts has given back to inland villages extinct crops, such as spell cultivation in Abbateggio, while in Farindola, thanks to an intense sheep farming activity, it's still possible to enjoy the authentic pecorino cheese. The 19th century macaroni alla molinara, a thick pasta rolled out by hand, are the symbol of the cooking tradition of Villa Celiera, better known for its extremely tasty arrosticini, little grilled mutton kebabs, always served with fresh bread and new olive oil. A long journey within a few minutes' drive from your home. A continuous discovery of new things, a territory that will never cease to amaze you and that's worth living and enjoying. This is the province of Pescara, with its mountains a stone's throw from the sea.